Hi friends, welcome back to Sheena's Homestead. I am so excited. Today we are going to do a little bit of freeze drying, but we are going to experiment with some candy. We have done Skittles before in our family and people absolutely love them. So today we are going to try some Skittles, but we're also doing gummy bears. These are the Albanese brand. And we're gonna experiment a little bit with some 100 Grand. This is one of my favorite candy bars. And I've heard good things, so we're gonna experiment and try some stuff out, and I hope you come along to see how it goes. So I'm gonna start off with putting some Skittles in a measuring cup. I want to do 2 cups per tray. That allows the Skittles to pop and be very beautiful without sticking together like a brittle. Now, I got this big tub of Skittles at Sam's Club. I think I paid $10 for them, which is a really good price. They also have them at Costco. I do believe Walmart sells them in bulk as well, but bulk is definitely the way to go. So now we're gonna do our last tray and we're just gonna experiment a little bit because we've never tried the gummy bears before. I do know that they puff up quite a bit and they become basically unrecognizable, which is totally fine because they taste delicious. So I'm going to lay these out on the tray and space them apart. I also know that these are gonna take a lot longer than the Skittles. The Skittles are gonna go into my freeze dryer at 150 degrees and probably for around 4 to 6 hours. These I know will have to stay in a lot longer, so I'll end up pulling these and probably keeping these in the middle trays until they're completely finished. Okay, so now for the 100 Grand, I'm gonna take these, open them up, I'm gonna cut them into smaller pieces. When caramel goes into the freeze dryer, it puffs up really big. So I just wanna make sure I have small enough pieces that they don't get all stuck together. So I think I'm gonna go with cutting them in 4ths. And we're just gonna use the other side of our tray here for experimenting. This is the one I really can't wait to try. We've had Skittles before and they're amazing. And I have not tried the gummy bears and I haven't tried the 100 Grand either. So it'll be a fun experiment. All right, so we are ready. We are gonna take these down to the freeze dryer. I'm gonna enlist a couple little helpers to help me bring it all down. We're gonna get it inside the freeze dryer and I'll show you my settings. Okay, so now we're in the basement where our freeze dryer is, and I'm gonna show you how to set up the candy mode on your freeze dryer. So you're gonna wanna hit customize first, and you're gonna make sure your initial freeze is at 0. And the extra freeze time is also at 0. And your dry temp for Skittles, we are going to go up to 150. And you can see that activated candy high temperature mode, which is perfect. And then for extra dry time, I am going to put it at 2 hours, but we can always come down and check on it and add more time. So I'm going to press save. And now when I press start, it's gonna start up and it'll give me this 15 minutes and then we're gonna go right into candy mode. Okay, so now we're going to grab these and I'm gonna put them in the middle shelving units. Step is we want to toggle that to be on high temperature mode, candy process, load trays. We did that. We're going to press continue. Load trays to 150 at a time. And we're going to just leave it like that and get started on its own. Okay, we'll check back in a couple hours and see how it's looking. Perfect. Hi friends, well it's 4 hours later and our candy is done. Our Skittles turned out perfectly. Every single one of them popped just to the right size. I think next time I'm gonna put a couple less on per tray just because a couple of them stuck to each other, but that's okay. They still taste wonderful. And then we have our 100 grand here. So I've cut it in half because they got huge. I mean, look at that. You remember how small our pieces were and they just blew up. So I am going to try this for you all. Wow. That is amazing. The taste is just so saturated. I really enjoyed that. Those are really good. So the 100 grand, absolutely worth 100 grand. And now I'm gonna try the gummy bears. Now, I don't think the gummy bears worked as well as they were supposed to. They should really be probably 2 to 3 times the size that these are now, but that's okay. I'm not a huge fan. I can see why others are fans of the gummy bears. Their taste is super saturated and it has a cool texture, but I don't know. My heart is really with the Skittles and the 100 grand. That's what I prefer, but I think this is a really fun experiment. I hope you enjoyed it too. I think that the Skittles and the 100 grand are perfect at 150 degrees at 4 hours in the freeze dryer. So give that a try and let me know if it works for you too. If you don't mind, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time on Sheena's Homestead. Bye, friends.